Good morning, guys. I'm so late for work, but we're gonna get this going. So listen, I am continuing this journey that I'm on. We're gonna talk about it as I prepare everything. Don't worry. But how many of you guys know how important it is to eat based on your blood type? Let's talk about that, right? So hold on, y'all. I am blood type A positive, right? And for years, I was reading about it, but I was like, this can't really be a thing. Like, you mean to tell me I really got to eat based on my blood type? That doesn't make sense to me. And that's weird, right? And why is it that nobody's talking about this, right? So I had been reading about it for years, and then one year, when COVID had started, freaking my skin had this horrible breakout. Like, inserts pictures here. Horrible breakout. And I had no clue what was going on. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I was just eating like normal, right? It got so bad, my eye would be swollen shut in the mornings. And I would have to take like a Zyrtec or a Claritin on an empty stomach, just so that by like 7 o'clock, by the time I got to work, my eyes and my face would be normal, like no longer swollen. So I was like, what is this? What is this, right? So I had remembered going back to this ebook that I had downloaded off of Kindle that talked about eating based on your blood type. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try that out. Then like 2020, which is the COVID year, I went to go do a blood test based on my blood type, and it tells you what foods that I'm supposed to eat and what foods that I'm not supposed to eat based on my blood type. But they take the blood work from you, and it'll match it according to foods, telling you what foods are toxic to you and what foods are not toxic to you, right? I remember at that time, I would send pictures to my mom, and my mom was like, what is going on? Why are your eyes swollen? And I'm like, Mommy, I don't know. Or the back of my neck would have like these big, huge rashes. And my mom was like, what is that? So the first round of testing, I did vegetarian. Was it a bitch? I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what I did because I still have all the list of everything, right? But I know I did 2 rounds of them, and they were the same test, right? But one test I did when I was on the allergy medication, and then I waited like a week, and the other test I did it without the allergy medication. Let me tell you, them tests is expensive. Both tests cost $754 or so. The first test I paid with my money, and the second test my mom had paid when she was alive back in 2020. This is why sometimes I get so mad. People are like, oh my God, Dana look like she got it together. If I tell you the things that I've been through that only my mother and my grandmother knows about, you would be surprised. You would be surprised, okay? Anyway, so I did that, and then of course, when you're on allergy medicine, the results come back different, and when you're not on allergy medicine, the results come back different. So be mindful, if you're going to take these tests, be mindful of what medications that you're on, because it can influence the test, okay? So we took that, and then I went back into the blood type book and I compared, right? And I was like, wow. So I started taking little things away, and let me tell you, major difference, right? One of the real culprits was black beans. I am not supposed to be eating black beans based on that blood test. No black beans for me, and I'm A positive, right? But for other blood groups, they're supposed to be having black beans every single day. And I bet you, how many people in this world don't even know that, right? So one of the things on my test for the book and the actual blood work that I went and did with my blood work, it literally said that I need coffee every single day. And if you know me, you know I hate coffee. Why do I hate coffee normally? Because the crash that you get after the coffee has did its work or its purpose is horrible for me. Like, I feel like I am like this drowsy, horrible person. So I said, yo, I need to find something that will help me with that. Now let's think about coffee, right? I hate it, right? I hated it, but I was like, I need to find something. So let's talk about why it's important for blood type A. Blood type A, we do not have enough gastric acid in our stomach to be able to digest food. But coffee has the acid within it to help us to be able to digest. So people like us, we get stomach cancers. If you're like me, you have to stop eating food very early in the day, because if you go to bed with a full stomach, you get what? Indigestion. So all the food starts coming back up. And you're laying down trying to sleep and you feel food come back up and you want to throw up. Why? We don't have enough stomach acid. So the coffee gives us the stomach acid to be able to digest food. When I learned this, I said, wow. So I started doing coffee like every other day. Major difference. When I started drinking coffee in the morning, by noon I was hungry, right? Normally, if I have something to eat at breakfast, I'm not hungry until like 2 or 3 o'clock. Why? Because there's not enough stomach acid to digest the food that's in my stomach. Make sense? So I noticed that major difference, and I was like, wow. Another thing about A positive people, we are not supposed to be eating meat. We're supposed to be vegetarians. Why? Because our stomach does not have enough acid to digest it. But we're going to go back to the coffee thing. So remember when I tell you guys I really do hate coffee? Like, I cannot stand the coffee because I hate the crash that you get after. I don't know what it is about this coffee, but girls, I don't get a crash. I don't get a crash. Like, I had to, I almost dropped it. I had to read it. And I think it's because it has prebiotics in it and no sugar. Let me see. So it's Arabica instant coffee. It has whey protein as well and MCT. That's why I'm not getting the crash. Because every other, when I do like Starbucks coffee or Dunkin' Donuts, I'm like, yo, the crash after that, I feel sluggish. I feel horrible. But like, this does not give me that crash, and I'm so grateful. So let me tell you how I mix up my, so in the mornings I don't do like heavy breakfast anymore. I only do like a heavy breakfast like over the weekends, like Saturdays and Sundays when I'm with my boyfriend and we trying to like explore the world. I'll do it then. But like during the week, like I have to gauge how my stomach feels, because remember, we don't have natural acid in our stomach like everybody else does. Like a lot of people, they'll have the really good stomach acid because they're a different blood type, and because they have this, they can eat like every 3 to 4 hours. I can go like 8 hours without eating and be okay, and just have like fruit or like water, and then I realized that's not normal. It's because there's no stomach acid, right? So if you are an A positive, I suggest it would behoove you okay, start diving into coffee that doesn't make you crash, and this is one of them. So let me show you how I make my stuff. So with us also, we also need to have enough protein. We have to have enough protein. We're going to talk more about that. If y'all want more information about the test that I took and the book that I downloaded and I had to compare, let me know and we'll go deeper into it. But this is how I make my protein coffee in the morning. So also, we're not supposed to have dairy. So I have a bunch of protein shakes or powders that's non-dairy. So this is OWN. I'm going to leave the links to all of these things where you guys can get it. Do not pay full price on the website. I'm going to give you the codes for both of these for 20% off. Why pay full price when you can use the code for a discount? Makes sense, right? Can we talk about this first? So my aunt had hit me up. Did she hit me up? No, I can't remember, but she had told me the story about like one of my cousins. He got like really sick because of like not being able to deal with dairy in his body. Again, blood type, right? And I was like, oh, auntie, will do these non-dairy protein shakes. Give it to him, let him try it out. Here's a discount code. I don't know if she used it yet, but I'm gonna follow up with her. But this is non-dairy. This is 20 grams of protein, and I have the other one that's French vanilla, and it's 30 grams of protein. You can fluctuate, it doesn't matter. But because this has 10 grams of protein in it already, plus it's also coffee and a prebiotic, I just grabbed the 20. That way for the morning, I already had 30 grams of protein, you know? So this is OWN non-dairy. It's the strawberry flavor, okay? So good. So I always make sure I shake, but the only thing is that if you're gonna use this, do not do it hot, because when I tried to do it as a hot, whatchamacallit, like a protein coffee thing, it came out with bits in it. This is to shake in a shaker, like in a shaker, okay? So you have to do it in a shaker. If you see me looking up and down, I'm recording twice, so I don't have to like do too much to post, okay? So I'm trying to make it easier on myself. But shaker, right? You have to put this in a shaker. Not hot, cold, right? So what I do is I get another non-dairy milk. People don't know about this. This is non-dairy, and it has 8 grams of protein per cup. So now 20, 28, 10. You already got 38 grams of protein. For my girls that are struggling, trying to get your protein, slim out your stomach, all these things, you already got 38 grams of protein. This is just liquid. Okay, so I shake this first, right? I pour in my shaker. It already has the thing in there to shake. I pour. Boom. Not doing too much because I'm mixing with this too, right? Now you're going to take your protein coffee. It comes with a scooper, right? You're gonna mix. This is how it comes. 1 scoop. 10 grams of protein. You're gonna mix in here, pour it in. Now I'm wondering, the famous people that were dying of like stomach cancer, colon cancer, all these things, was it really necessary? Did they know their blood type to be able to prevent these things? What if their cure simply was like, you needed to drink coffee in the mornings because you didn't have enough stomach acid? I'm like, when I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, what if like, I'm sorry, we're overthinking here. I was just like, what if the guy from Wakanda Forever, what if he didn't know that he needed to drink coffee in the mornings to help with his stomach acid? My brain just be on another level. I don't know. But anyway, so you shake. Then you get a large cup, right? For me, it's gonna be my Stanley cup that my boyfriend bought me for Christmas. So you get your Stanley cup. All right. This Ripple milk, I'm gonna put it in my Amazon store so you can have it delivered to your house. I'm making everything super easy for you, so you don't have to like fight for your life here, okay? You don't have to go and look for these things. These things can be easily delivered to you, easy, all right? So now you're gonna pour it in your Stanley cup. This is how it looks. It looks brown, right? It smells amazing, right? Now you're gonna take your protein shake, which has all your other minerals in it that you're gonna need. That smells so good, right? You shake as well. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all ever get any delivery and there's no silver covering over, don't drink it. Let's learn how to be safe, okay? Now you're going to pour, right? Now you're gonna pour your creamer in. I should put sugar in it, but it's like not necessary. but I'm gonna put my creamer in as well. Let's do, we can do the ripple half and half. Yeah. I'm also gonna, this is also gonna be in my Amazon store so y'all can see it, so it's not like, oh my god, no. It's there, it's there, okay? You're not gonna put a lot, you're gonna put a little bit. I should have shake it first, hold on. Right, just gonna pour a little bit, kind of just to give it a little taste. Boom. Make sure you spin, okay? Spin, spin. Replace your cover because you did all of that for nothing. And you ain't got no cover on there. And now you ain't got no cover on there, and now stuff is falling out everywhere. We don't do that out here. We try to not have problems, okay? So, here it is. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's so good. So, y'all, the JAVVY coffee is going to be linked, okay? 20% off. I'm gonna put the code. Don't miss out on it. Don't be stupid. Save yourself from stomach cancer. Save yourself from stomach cancer. Bye, y'all.